So I have a topic I want to talk about today, but first I'll just do a quick show and tell. I'm 2.5 months post-op. Here's my chest, obviously you can see that, and I don't know, besides, since I got man sculpture and everything. Basically today I want to talk about how my relationship with my own body has changed over the years, throughout my transition, throughout all these changes that I've made to my own body, and most importantly, what it is now after top surgery. So there was a long period of time, and I'm talking about the time before I was out, before I knew what trans was, before any of that, where I was essentially just living life as a female. Through this entire time, I was always uncomfortable with my body. Basically, I hated it. Not because I had a vagina or boobs or whatever, or at least that's not why I thought I hated it. Now, if you know me at all, you know that I basically look into every reflective surface, mirrors, tinted windows, the ocean, whatever. If I can see myself, I'm gonna look at it. And just because I do that doesn't mean I always love what I see. I would look at myself in the mirror and just think, this is awful. And because I didn't know what was going on with my gender or anything like that, I had no vision of what I could look like to make myself appreciate myself. You know, if you're a cisgender female, or you think you are, you're not gonna picture yourself looking like a man to try and make yourself feel better about your body or the way you look. So once I came out and had ideas about what I wanted to look like, I could work towards that image. So I spent the years from when I came out to basically when I got top surgery just recently, trying to like shove my dysphoria down for like a day or as long as I could, and I would constantly be trying to do things to hide the parts of myself that I didn't like. So I could look in the mirror and be like, I look better, I look good today. It almost looks like a body that I don't hate. I'm hiding the fact that I have a body that I hate, but I still had a body that I hated. The only thing that changed was that I was coming up with new ways to cover it up. But you know what I'm talking about? Like, I would wear certain pants to hide the fact that I was so short. I would wear certain shirts to hide my chest. I would talk in monotone sometimes to hide feminine inflection. I had to hide things to feel good. That's the point that I'm trying to make. And then top surgery happened, and it's just the most wonderful, amazing, natural feeling of being proud of everything I see. It went from looking in the mirror thinking, this is awful, to looking in the mirror thinking, this is better, to looking in the mirror thinking, this is exactly what I want, I don't need to change anything else. Top surgery, this is the last change I'm ever going to feel the need to make to myself in order to feel comfortable in whatever situation. I don't feel like I have anything to hide anymore. You know, a lot of people say maybe top surgery will intensify bottom dysphoria if you had it or not had it before. So I was thinking maybe that would happen, especially since I think I did. I had bottom dysphoria, and this is how I look at that. Imagine you had a delicious cake, and then someone comes over with a bottle of ketchup and just pours ketchup all over it. That entire cake is ruined now. You can't just ignore that there's ketchup because the rest of the cake is good. The whole thing is unappealing. And anyone who looks at that cake will say, hey, that cake is nasty, and not, hey, that ketchup is nasty, because ketchup on its own is a perfectly fine condiment for French fries, and I am not a French fry. I am a cake, and I don't want ketchup on my cake. Do you feel me? If you have no idea what I'm talking about, essentially what I'm saying is that I had breasts, and that was just ruining my image of myself entirely. And I thought I had a problem with my body shape, my vagina, certain parts of me, and really this was the last thing I needed to get rid of to just be completely content with the way I look. Well, I don't have any bottom dysphoria anymore. I feel kind of attached to it. What do I call it? See, I don't have a special name for it, but for clarity's sake, I'll just call it a vagina. Is that okay with everyone? Because kind of like my vagina is the last bit of my old self left. My entire body is completely different except for this. Well, this is different too, but it's generally the same. It's like having a friend who decided to simultaneously beat you up and insult you for 3 to 5 days every month, and who is just an incredible cockblock. Like, just a very shitty friend to you your entire life, but somehow they're still your friend, and even though everything in your life is changing, you just still want to hold on to them. I don't know why I like analogies so much. And then eventually you realize that your friend isn't so bad, that they've grown. Get it, grown, because hormones. It's what's left of old me, little, like, timid, scared little me from the past. And I really appreciate that person that I was. That's who got me here. It's like a memorial. That's really weird. I'm feeling kind of weird. So let me just let you all in a little bit on just how much I've changed since top surgery in regards to appreciating my own body and liking what I see and not being ashamed. Before top surgery, obviously I wouldn't go anywhere shirtless, but I was also very conservative in general. Like, around anyone, I would never be wearing just boxers, except for in YouTube videos. Apparently the entire internet is less confrontational than like one person. I mean, my family's that way too. My dad and my brother, they don't walk around in their boxers. I do now. I'll walk anywhere in my house in my boxers. I'll take a walk outside in my boxers if I want to. Usually I don't do that, but I am always shirtless. Like, if I'm walking down the street in public where most people are wearing shirts, I won't wear a shirt just because I don't have to. I don't care, but I have absolutely no desire to hide anything, so I just don't wear anything. And I have no problem being naked, and I think that is the biggest change. I really have no reservations for showing anything anymore. I won't walk down the street naked, but that's more for other people's sake than mine. And I never, ever, ever, ever thought I would get to this point ever. And yet here I am. And to be honest, I think Izzy also had a lot to do with this change in me. If you don't know who Izzy is by now, I think you must be new here. But he's a fan of just being as close to naked as possible most of the time. And it may have rubbed off on me a little bit. And I think it surprised my family when I came back from Canada that I was always so opposed to wearing clothes, ever. Whatever. So this is as naked as I think YouTube will ever see me, considering I am 100% naked right now. Not giving any fucks. It is daytime. My neighbor's house is right there. They're not watching, I don't think. If they are, well, I hope they are enjoying themselves. Oh, one more thing. My 1 year on T is on the 22nd of this month. I will be compiling a wonderful video for that day. Goodbye, everyone. Here's my scars up close if you want to see them. Yeah. Oh baby, they're all glistening and wet. Cool. Bye.